Welcome to the Healing Seat with Busisiwe Mohapi. And yeah, we are back. If you haven't watched episode 1 up to 8, I advise you to go back and watch. You are missing out. We are getting to know Busi. There's so many great things that are going to happen starting from next month. It's August month, Mas. So we are preparing for that. So now you're getting to know me. Please go and watch. And your little girls, your teenagers need to see this. You might think I'm oversharing. You might think, but it's okay. If it's going to help your child, if it's going to help you heal, it's okay. It's fine. Think of me as a sacrificial lamb so that you can heal or your child can be helped. So let us get into it. You think porn is just pixels on a screen. It's not. Even if you are not a Christian, science says literally pornography rewires your brain. So in this video, we are breaking it down like you're 5 years old, because some things we just need to break them down. We are not here to talk about difficult medical jargon to confuse you even more. We are going to talk about your everyday life and explaining whatever that we need to explain. So your brain changes to social media risk to real crime cases. Parents, this one is for you. A lot of things start when you are young, and this is some of the things that happen. You are wondering why this person is doing heinous crimes, and it started somewhere. So let us talk about how pornography changes your brain. Imagine your brain as a city. Let us think of Cape Town. It's cleaner, and in the city you have different departments. The prefrontal cortex, that's the CEO now. This is the part of the brain that sits behind your forehead. It helps you think, to make good decisions, and to say no. It helps with the focus and the self-control. So that is where you get to, say, today I'm not indulging in this. So think of it like that, your brain. We have spoken about the prefrontal cortex. Now let us go to the nucleus accumbens. This is the reward center. This is your pleasure zone. Every time you eat chocolate, you win a game, you get a hug. This part sends happy chemicals. This is what we call the dopamine. Ne? And maybe you are shocked to goods. Aibo, now we are in class. What is Ubusi talking about? If you don't know me, I've been a speaker for the past 10 years. I've heard a story. I've spoken about different topics, and this is one of the topics I'm known to teach about. That I was a sexual. I am actually, because you never stop being. You just have to know your triggers. You have to know what triggers you, and you avoid that. Same thing with alcohol. You cannot be alcoholic and you are walking past taverns, you are walking past clubs and all of that. You're going to be tempted. So sexual addiction is more or less the same thing. There are triggers. You need to know and be self-aware of different things in different times. So now this is what I'm teaching about. So we also have the amygdala, ne? This is the alarm system now of the brain. This is the tiny almond-shaped part that helps you feel emotions like fear, like shame, like love and excitement. You wonder sometimes, why is this person not feeling shameful? Aibo, this person is not feeling shameful. They've done 1, 2, 3. This is also the part where porn damages that part. So what happens when you watch porn? The reward center that we talked about, which is the nucleus accumbens, these ones, accumbens, hey guys, if this I'm not pronouncing it okay, I think you get the gist though. So this reward center, it goes crazy. It floods your brain with dopamine. These are happy chemicals now. When you eat chocolate, it hoys a little bit. When you get a hug from someone you love, it goes a little bit. But now if you using porn, it floods the place. So it's what it's disturbing in your brain. Then we've got the CEO, which is the prefrontal cortex. Now it gets sleepy. Instead of being active and awake, over time, porn makes it hard to focus. It makes it hard to make decisions and hard to stop when you want to. That is why with every addiction, it is hard to stop, because now whatever it is disturbing with your prefrontal cortex and it gets sleepy. Then there's this amygdala now we are talking about. It gets confused. It starts mixing up excitement with shame, because that's what happens most of the time with pornography. You watch it and you're excited. Then afterwards you feel ashamed. I don't want to do this again. Then the next time, it's a cycle. You do it again. You feel ashamed. You get excited. That's how it is. So it confuses that part. And then it mixes now excitement with shame. It mixes danger with pleasure, and it causes emotional dysregulation now. So here's the real danger. The more you watch, the more your brain needs stronger stuff to feel excited. And that's why some people go from normal porn to violent and even illegal content. The brain becomes desensitized. No, it's no longer sensitive to things that you would look and feel ashamed. Now you've been watching things that are normal. The next time you want to see animals doing something else with human beings. The next time you want to watch 4 people doing it with one person. It gets worse and worse because you are desensitized, and you, like someone who started smoking cigarettes, the next time they go and they want a fix and they're smoking weed, the next time you want something stronger. That is how addiction works. And most of the time we tell ourselves that we are in control, we are controlling everything, and addiction is controlling us. So this is what happens with porn. It's a whole cycle, and it's what people call brain rot. Not because your brain is actually rotting, but because it's breaking down systems, and that keeping you to have control, to be healthy and emotionally connected. That is why a lot of people who are using porn, they use people like objects. You know, someone wants you to hang in the ceiling. They want you to be doing funny things, and you're thinking, but I'm human. This person is not treating me like a normal person. This happens. So now let us talk about statistics that matter. Globally, over 100 million people show signs of problematic porn use. In South Africa, 64% of teenagers aged between 13 and 17 have accessed porn sites. So if you've got a 13-year-old to 17-year-old, they've probably seen porn. It's just that when you do not know. In our times, we would see magazines, but now it's easier to access porn. If you've just got a phone, it's easy to access it. So your child, your teen has already seen it, but when you don't know, and you are not even ready to have that conversation with your child. So among adult men worldwide, 23% report porn-related erectile dysfunction. So you get some other people, they are married, and now things are supposed to happen. But because a lot of pornography and masturbation was happening before they got married, now they have erectile dysfunction, and we need men's clinic. I'm not saying everyone who needs men's clinic is because of that, but we have cases where 23% it was reported that it's porn-related erectile dysfunction. So MRI, we're not talking about X-ray, we're talking about the other scan now. They show a shrinkage in the prefrontal cortex among heavy porn users. Like I said, it affects your decision making. The CEO of the brain now is sleepy, it's not awake, where you make decisions that is affected by pornography. So they call it that we're fighting a new drug. And this is, all these reports are from the WHO reports, the Right for Education Africa, and Fight the New Drug. This is the source and the Guardian, if you want it. So now let us get to the personal testimony and signs for parents. So this person was talking in the Guardian, is a male person. He said, I am meticulous about covering my tracks. I would clear my history. I even lied to people I loved. I was living 2 lives. His name is Tony. He's a recovering addict. So you cannot change something that you have not acknowledged. If you have not acknowledged, you think you're still in control with your pornography, but you're at work, you take breaks and you go and do your thing in the bathroom, or whenever you are not with your girlfriend, or you need to do that, or your wife. I'm telling you, there are people that I know, there are people, I'm talking about me, that had trouble with this, but it's treatable, and you just need to be self-aware and to admit that I have a problem. If you don't admit, then there's nothing that can be done. And unfortunately, a lot of children are addicted to this. Their parents don't know, or they've seen something. Some parents are getting excited that, oh, my child is discovering themselves. This is addictive behavior. It becomes a problem later on. And for some people, and not all, it leads to crime. So we are going to talk about that as well. So these are the signs to watch for. You see someone hiding their phone or deleting their browser. They have to delete. You can't see them. That's bona. They are busy Googling these type of things. They have mood swings. They are irritable and they live in isolation, most of them. They have trouble focusing and poor academic performance. And they have no interest in real relationships. I mean, if you're DJing yourself, why do you need a boyfriend? Why do you need a girlfriend? Some of them would even tell you, I know where to touch myself, so I do not need someone else to do it. So for parents, your child may be exposed as early as 8 years old. This isn't about spying, it is about protecting your children. So let us also get now to section 4 of our video, which is the ADD, ADHD, and impulse control. So if someone already struggles with attention deficit disorder, which is the ADD, or the ADHD, porn addiction becomes even easy to fall into. Why? The brain is already craving stimulation. Dopamine hits from porn, they provide a quick fix. And over time, this makes impulse control worse, not better. People with ADD are more likely to act out sexually. They make risky decisions, and they spiral emotionally after viewing pornography. So yes, social media is a playground in acting out. Strangers are in your DMs, easy access to sexting, nudes, and hookups. Like I said, that in our time it was mixed. Now we have WhatsApp, we have Tinder, we have all these things where sexting is a thing, you know. And platforms like TikTok, Telegram, Twitter, Snapchat are telling you there are people who cannot sleep without doing this. So for someone with a sexual addiction, these apps become places to fantasize. Your Twitter, you get a lot of porn there, and they fantasize over this. They hunt for validation and take bigger risk. And sometimes it crosses over to crime. So really, it is a problem. You need to be careful. And when I'm coming now to the last part, and I don't have space, I can see my phone is warning me. Let us get into the last part now. So porn and crime. Serial killers like Ted Bundy said violent porn fed their fantasies. Ne? They would watch violent porn, and then the next thing they go and kill, or they go and rape people. 30 to 80% of people who watch child porn go on to commit hands-on abuse. You ask yourself, what did this person see on a 2-year-old or a 6-month child? It's because now it has moved to watching these things. You are acting out your fantasies. And porn algorithms have led some viewers to illegal content accidentally. This is according to the Mail and Guardian 2025. Someone is watching normal porn. The next thing they see animals are doing with something. And then the next thing they see people who are doing it with kids. This is what happens. The algorithm takes you there. It was not your intention, but you end up being there. So many grooming cases, they start online. Some young boys and young girls act out what they see, leading to trauma, shame, and even arrest. So this is how am I closing our episode 9 today. Whether you're a Christian or not, the science doesn't lie. Porn is hijacking your brain. That's what you must know. Parents, you need to protect your kids. Viewers, protect your future. So yeah, we've done with the brain map, we've done with the signs of addiction, the steps to heal, and parent conversation starters. So next time I will just be wrapping up and we carry on with my story and my life. So with that being said, God bless, and until next time, ciao.